Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Team 7 Objective Hell number 2 from Image Comics. Nice action cover, like it. So you know what's what's in the book, right? Instead of, these post covers, what modern comics are doing now, which is to a certain degree fine, but if you have post comics, or just good looking comic with just art, it doesn't tell you what the story is. Just tell you that, they are where they are, and in the jungle shooting things. So that's what you get, right? So this is in Cambodia, and it's the Russians that is landing in Cambodia, and immediately they are getting challenged by the locals because this guy here is not happy that the Russians are here because they seem to made some pact with each other, and so this Russian head guy says, "Hey, get your men together. They must be prepared to march for morning and to be in the field for a week or more." So this guy says, "Hey, no, you need to get out of here. You're not the boss." But then he says, "You damn Russians, you should get back on your damn helicopters and go home." "So you have the power, eh? Show me your power." And then something happens, and oh no, he blows his brains out. So he says, "You are the leader now here, comrade. Assemble your men in 1 hour, and we leave at daybreak for the Nung Valley." Yes, it will be as you say. So yeah, it seemed, like I said, in the other comic and issue number 1, all these people have powers, right? Mostly psionic, mental, telepathic, that kind of powers. I like that. Instead of, the usual energy blast and, which is fine, but mostly these have other kind of powers that invisible to the eye. Let's leave it at that. Meanwhile, Team 7 is, I don't know, what's the word? It's not boating, it's not driving, are on the boat in a, in a canal, I don't know, through Cambodia. And I thought to myself, why are they not being shot? Because they are clearly in enemy territory. Well, it seems that Lynch here, I believe this is Lynch, or one of them. This is Lynch, I guess. But one of the members are using his powers to, disguise them so that the enemy faction sees them as fellow enemy factions, Cambodians, something, right? Which is cool, right? And anyway, so Fairchild here says, "Hey, I wonder why we didn't just split up and go our separate ways. Are we just stupid?" Well, the basic is they are looking for something that is dangerous to the enemy, although at this point I don't really think that Team 7 knows who the enemy exactly is. Maybe they do, but they need to get there before the enemy does, right? So one of the members here says, "Maybe it's fate. Maybe there's some grand plan that we're part of. Maybe we just stand apart. Now we just got these talents, and that's why we stand together," right? So they are, what's the word? Basically talking about this. I want to have that use another word, but I instantly forget. My brain, to be honest, it's my birthday tomorrow. I forget a lot. So, what do you think, Slayton? I think we're wolves. The rest of the world is run by dogs. We're wolves. We run in pack. I still say it's because we're stupid. All right. So they're going to the Russian side. So it seems that these guys are at the place called Nung. And they're looking at the map where they need to go because they have, they felt a presence, a danger also here. And this woman here called Silver uses her, I don't know, telepathic powers, psionic powers to scan the area, right? And she says, "I sense a feeling." But then this is happening. So it seems that the power that she was searching was so powerful that she get knocked on her ass. And it's more powerful than what we are looking for. I wonder what. So there's a hidden power in these jungles. So besides the objective, that's interesting, right? So yeah, the Russians are looking for the Americans to, get before that thing well, Team 7 does. The art looks great, in my opinion. You really get a sense of dread and danger. The atmosphere is great. I love it. And we don't see this in modern comics anymore. I think modern comics is now more dumbed down. Well, this, although it's a comic, it's for all ages, but a little bit up there, right? So, but I don't know. I don't feel danger and excitement when it comes to new comics anymore. But, you know, that's my personal opinion. I've been talking about that a lot. You know where I stand about that. Anyway, so this guy says, how can we be sure that Papa Trang back there won't rat us out to the Rouge? Trang's children are refugee on Guam. If they ever want to see the States, he'll keep his mouth shut. You got to fix them, everybody, huh, Lynch? So then they get some kind of a feeling, except for Cray here, because he's not, I don't know, hasn't been exposed to what they have been exposed, the other ones. So he doesn't have the power that the other ones have. But he really knows that something is wrong. And yeah, wow, this looks awesome and gruesome at the same time, right? So it seems there's also bones of children here because of, you know, people are getting killed left and right here. So Cash is not happy. You know, this is Cash from Wildcats Grifter, right? He looks a little bit rougher. And you can see that he has, I don't know, suffering from PTSD. He's constantly angry and aggressive. And he says, are you feeding us another line of bull, Lynch? This mission's starting to look like one of Io's cluster hums. You've been in the black bag too long, Cash. You're seeing shadows that aren't there. And where did I learn that? The objective is just what I told you. A cache of weapons that we don't want the Reds get a hold of. And this, the Khmer Rouge cleaning house. It's what they call relocation. It's one of the reasons we don't want them getting their hands on low-yield nukes. So why not a bus strike? Slag a place from the air? We couldn't be sure if we get it all. It's in a hard bunker. So, yeah, we get a little bit more exposure to what's going on and, you know, the disarray in the team. I love that. So it's not all, you know, glamour and gloss and roses and candy or whatever, how you call it. No. Meanwhile, the Russians are, you know, following the Americans because Americans like to smoke and they're leaving evidence around. So, so Russian head guy says to Silver, hey, use your scanning powers to be prepared. Use your defenses, right? And so he says, find them and we will follow. Find them and bring honor to your nation and people. It's my contribution to the revolution. The Americans are already dust. I like that. So we also have a pinup by Alan I.M. and Robert Capanella. I heard that name before. I just cannot remember who it is. So yeah, more cool pinups that we always see in, you know, Image Comics somehow, so that people can showcase their art. Pretty cool, I think. Yeah. Voodoo and Zealot. Okay. But then they send something that is off, and I don't know, the Return of the Living Dead is coming to haunt them. This looks cool. I didn't expect that at all. So yeah, they feel some kind of a pulse. There's something wrong in this area, and they don't know what. So they're starting to shoot and defend themselves. And he says, they're not alive. The bodies are being manipulated by someone. If they were dead before, they're dead now. Through these trees, set up a fire line. And I see these explosions and these skeletons are flying left and right. This looks awesome, right? And someone tried to spook us. We don't spook, Cash. And so yeah. But then something else is happening. More tremors, and they are coming towards their well, I want to say heroes, but they are not heroes. I always say that, right? Every time I want to say heroes, they are basically non-heroes or something like that. But, you know, everything is going haywire and crazy, and there's a wind is picking up and a storm. And some of them are really getting scared, while the other ones say, hey, we need to be calm and put up our defenses, right? And but it's harder than they think. So the other one says, got it together, man. Do the circle deal. Combine our powers and build a wall. No, whatever this force is trying to scare us, not kill us. Well, it's working. I'm scared, okay? Every time we try aggression, the other side counters with more force. We have to show them we're not a threat. Cleanse our minds. So Craig comes in and says, you guys can go with the hippy-dippy Winnie-the-Pooh crap. Me and Mr. Cold get us out of here. But then I'm not sure if this the wind is doing or that he's using his force to put Craig in his place. That's a little bit unclear to me. But he says, no, Craig, keep your minds clear. And then Storm is calming, or the wind is dying, right? So the others say, hey, what are we up against, Cash? Beats the hell of me, Chang. And whatever it is getting closer. It's bigger than all of us put together. My skin's crawling like the air's full of electricity. Kind of chatter and think happy thoughts or I'll shoot you all. I love the building up of tension, right? So then it's been revealed that this boy or girl is the one that is doing this, right? And he says, hey, why are you here? What is your business in my valley? So Craig comes, not Craig, but Lynch. We're on a military mission, but it's not directed against your people. Well, that is good, he or she says. For all you have seen before is now only a portion of my powers. Anyone who brings war to my valley is answered by war, and the army swallowed by the killing fields. And that leads us to the next issue where we see, here in the last issue, the Russians coming in. Yeah, I love it. But it's only 3 issues. That makes me a little bit worried, but, maybe not. But on the other side, I think I'm having fun with this. I wish there were more issues than only 3. But, we're going to see if it's concluding this story. Maybe it's going to lead into another series of Team 7. I know there's multiple. We're going to see. Guys, let me know what you think about this, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.